Hi, welcome to the Rittner Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today for your floral design tip of the day. I think you're going to really enjoy this one. The typical problem that people have is they fall into a rut. They do things day in, day out. How do we come up with a different look for our floral designing? Well, there's one way that you can do it that's really cool, and you may never have considered it. How about ornamental berries? Yes, that's right, ornamental berries. Let me show you a few that we have in mind. Look, these are really cool things. This is winterberry, also known as ilex. Isn't this beautiful? Look at it. It's really, really colorful. And then there's this one, rose hips. Look at it. It really gives a cool effect. Consider using some of these things with your everyday designs and it'll give a whole different effect. Let's look at another one. Crabapple. Isn't this stuff gorgeous? These are some of the great ornamental berries that are made available through Blooming of Beloit in Beloit, Wisconsin. And they're just awesome. They blow us away. And we thought it would be kind of fun to show you today for your floral design tip of the day how you can add just a few of these things into a floral design and make it look different. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. So let's remove our crabapple and our winter berries and rose hips. And let's do something here. Look, here is a lovely arrangement. Let's zoom in on it closer, just so that you can look at it. It is a classical design. It is a traditional design. It's very, very pretty. Gives a nice effect. We've got all kinds of things in this classical arrangement. We have a lily. We have some spray roses in here. We have a rose. We have some palms, some alstroemeria, carnation. It's a classical, pretty design. We have a few interesting foliages ranging from baker fern to some of our seeded eucalyptus in here. But let's play with this a little bit and play with this concept of adding some of our ornamental berries. We're going to use some rose hips in this design. And notice that by adding some of our rose hips to our design, it's going to make it feel different. And it doesn't take too much. Just a few pieces here and there into our arrangement is enough to give a very, very different kind of look to our designing. This stuff is fun, it's pretty, it's nice to use, and look how incorporating it into our design works very, very nicely. So I'm working some up high, working some down a little bit lower. I'm putting some over here on this side, on the bottom still. So notice how our design is totally transformed. Now I could continue. If this is a one-sided design, I could call it a day like this. If this were a design meant to be viewed all the way around, we could continue on the other side. But I think you can get an idea how quickly we can take an arrangement that's already beautiful and lovely and totally transform it just with a few of our rose hips, some of these beautiful berries, ornamental berries from Blooming of Beloit. Isn't that beautiful? It gives a really, really neat effect. Let's play with this a little bit more. This is a design that is obviously a foam-based design. Let's play with something that is water-based. And let's put our design up here and back off our camera a little bit so you can see it. It's a pretty water-based design. Very, very lovely. It has a combination of things in it. We have rose in it. We have some red roses, yellow rose, a few carnations, a few miniature carnations, some cute green palms. In this particular case, we also happen to have some of our statice as a filler material. You might say that, this design is essentially pretty much done, and it is, but you want to come up with a different look to your design? Once again, let's take some of our rose hips and work some in. A little right over here, perhaps. Maybe something over in here. And let's take a few more pieces. I'm going to work something over on this side. That's the beauty of some of these ornamental berries. Look how they add a whole different kind of an effect to our design. They're pretty, they're fun, they're kind of funky. Here's some over down here. And let's take a few more and work them over here. And notice how, again, the simple addition of just a few of these items totally transforms and changes the character of our design. Almost like a before and after, huh? Let me, my viewer, move these both over so that you can look at them both together. What do you think? Pretty simple, huh? We have beautiful classical arrangements utilizing some very nice materials, but the addition of our various ornamental berries have totally transformed the designs, made them something a little bit different, a little bit special. Well, my viewer, I hope you enjoyed this quick floral design tip of the day. It was a pleasure to welcome you into the Rittners Floral School so that we could show you this. We hope you enjoyed this floral design tip. Go get some of these berries, play with them, try them, see how they change and transform your designing as well. Again, I thank you for coming in and visiting with us at Rittners Floral School. Please come back and visit us again and view more of these floral design tips of the day. Thank you.